It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
Bill Maher. Bill Maher put out a piece about
I saw that.
The calling it the Chinese virus.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or whatever like that. It was absolutely brilliant about, people in America, of course, you're still offended. Even during a fucking global pandemic, you find a way to be offended by absolutely nothing. And they think that calling it a Chinese virus is somewhat offensive or racist. And he basically goes through every virus that we've ever had and shows how you just name them after the places where they were found. Lyme disease is from West Lyme, Connecticut. Zika is from the Zika River in the Congo region. Ebola is from the Ebola, whatever like that. Spanish flu. What is it called? MERS, Middle Eastern Respiratory Sickness. Like, he literally calls out every single one and why it's named that way, and stop finding a way to be fucking pussies about absolutely everything.
Charlamagne the God, Leonard McKelvey, said that on this fucking podcast like 6 weeks ago.
Son, we were saying it. We've been saying it.
I've been saying it on Breakfast Club for 6 fucking weeks. And I used 3 examples. I used Ebola, Zika, and West Nile.
Yes.
Because those are all places in Africa. And I mean, no disrespect to the Asians, but even if it is called Chinese flu, I don't understand why it gets called racist when it's Chinese flu, but when it comes to diseases from Africa, nobody says anything. And that's why I got to hurry up and get my fucking talk show.
Son, you got to do it, man.
That's what this boils down to. I watched that Bill Maher shit and I was like, I watched that Bill Maher shit and I said, I had that thought 6 weeks ago. I expressed that on the radio and on the podcast 6 weeks ago.
Listen, platforms matter, bro. And he also did it in a beautiful, concise way. And he had all the great arguments backing it up. And I just don't understand. It's like, why are people getting so upset? Like, do you think gay people back in the day in the 80s would be upset if they called AIDS gay flu?
Yes. What the fuck are you talking about? They were. Absolutely.
Nah, but when it was just...
not only would they be, they were.
But when it was just targeting them, you don't think you could be like, don't get sneezed on, you could get some gay flu.
They hated when when people used to refer to HIV and AIDS as a gay disease. They still hate it now.
But back in the day, that shit was predominantly gay flu.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, it used to be the Wuhan. It used to be the Chinese flu, and then it spread around the world. Same thing with AIDS. I think it was predominantly gay flu, and then it became everybody's flu.
Nah, gay flu is horrible. And also gay flu is saying that only gay people can get it.
No, it's not. It's saying that's where it started.
But it didn't start with gay people.
That's where it got popping. Maybe it didn't start there, but that's where it got popping.
No, that ain't true.
That's where it got popping. Like, I don't think Jamaicans were the first people to have dreadlocks, but that's where it got popping.
But you don't call it goddamn Jamaican locks.
Some people might.
You don't call it a Jamaican perm.
Not be a dreadlock.
You don't say I want a Jamaican perm.
Hey, dude, that could work. If someone said that, I would believe it.
No,
if
but
someone said, give me some Jamaican locks, I would know what they are.
I totally get it. When HIV/AIDS is actually a great example because, if you was to call it something like gay flu, it's actually not only putting a stigma on gay people, but it's also putting a negative narrative on what HIV/AIDS is, because that's a myth that only gay people can get it.
We're just saying like where it started from. Like, that's why I don't understand.
I don't know if it started there. You have to prove this one.
Well, look, here's the thing. Spanish flu, the Spanish flu? The Spanish flu epidemic, I think, happened like 1917. Apparently that didn't start in Spain. It probably started in the wet markets in China, but all the other countries...
You're just blaming everything on China.
Son, listen, start fucking closing the wet markets. It's not that hard. Just shut it down.
They do need to close the wet markets.
You shouldn't be able to sell a pterodactyl on the street, and that's what they're fucking doing. They'll sell anything on the street there, and if that's what's causing the viruses, what?
You're not gonna sit here and tell me you wouldn't try pterodactyl wings.
Son, I'm not saying I wouldn't try it.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Bro, I'm not saying I want to try it, but find a better way to sell it, B.
That shit sounds tasty. Pterodactyl wings?
Eat like a Flintstone.
Let me put some lemon pepper on them shit. Let's go.
Now, what are the best terms you've heard for the coronavirus?
I like the Rona.
What about...
I have not heard that one. You just made that one up. I have not heard. Holy shit. Whoa.
Tell me that. Tell me that.
Hey, I need an Asian referee. Chris, jump in here real quick, Chris.
No, thank you.
No. Let me ask you a question. Is that offensive?
Chris.
Yes, goodbye.
Calling it.
Holy shit.